What's good, guys? How are we all? Hope you're doing well. Today we've got another ab workout. This one is called an Extinction ab workout. Right? It's based off of a new type of training I've been reading up on. This is called Extinction training. Right? So we've got a whole bunch of different ab workouts. Right? These all target either different sections of the abdominal muscles, or it targets them and works them in different ways, whether that be through a static hold or through dynamic movement. Right. So the way that this extinction training works is we give you your set of exercises. Right. So we start off, let's look at our first one, we've got leg raises. Let's start off there. Right. And you do 5 reps, 5 leg raises. Then you get 10 seconds rest. Right. After that 10 seconds, you get straight back into your leg raises and you do 5 leg raises again. And then you go straight into your 10-second rest. And you go straight back to those 5 leg raises. And you're going to keep repeating that pattern of 5 leg raises, 10 seconds rest, until you physically cannot get out 5 leg raises. So that means that no matter how advanced you are and your level of fitness and your core strength, eventually you will reach that breaking point. Once you reach that breaking point, we move on to our next exercise, where we do the same thing, basic bridge. You hold that for 45 seconds, and you get 10 seconds rest. Back into that basic bridge for 45 seconds, and you get 10 seconds rest. You keep repeating that until you cannot physically keep up with that 45-second bridge, and then we move on to our next exercise, essentially making those previous ones extinct. Ooh, see? There's where the name comes from. And you're just going to keep repeating that pattern of finishing off the rep scheme or doing the exercise for that set amount of time. With that 10-second rest, I'm going to keep repeating those exercises until you reach that breaking point. That way, no matter how deficient or how efficient your abdominal muscles are, you're going to get a good workout every single time. Right? So let's go over all of these exercises here. For 2 of them, you'll see we've got our beginner, intermediate, and advanced. For the rest of them, we've just got the basic bread and butter exercises. Right, so our first one, we've got leg raises. Right, so onto the ground here. I've got my hands underneath my lower back for a little bit of extra support, and I'm just going to keep my toes pointed, my knees nice and straight, locked out. I'm going to lift up and down, making sure that my feet don't come and touch the ground in between each rep. That counts as a failure. So we're trying to get 5 out without placing your legs on the ground. Right? So for the intermediate level, we've got candlesticks. So it's going to be very similar. We're going to get to that same position. I start my leg raise just like normal. I lift my legs up, and then from there, from that position, I'm going to lift my hips and my lower back up into the air, and then straight back down. So I lift up, lift my hips up, come down, and then back into that leg raise position. And then for the superstars, we've got the dragon flag. Right? Now, the dragon flag is one of the hardest ab workouts that you can do. Right? Ideally, you would have a bench to do it, so if you have your own bench at home, you can use that. Or if you have anything that's a real solid thing that you can grab a hold of, something that's locked down nice and solid, you can use that as well, because you're going to need something to hold on to, and you can't have something light that's going to be flailing around. So you'll see John here, he's lying down on this bench, right? He's gripped a hold of it, he's got it on hold nice and tightly, and this dragon flag is essentially combining our previous 2 exercises, our leg raise and our candlestick, into one. So rather than lifting up with the leg raise and then lifting his hips up into the air, he's going to lift his legs and his body up in one clean motion. From there, and straight back down, and that nice, fluid, clean motion. Ooh, 2. So as you can see, and relax. He's shaking quite a bit. This is incredibly hard, right? There aren't a lot of people out there that are going to be able to do 5 dragon flags for reps. Right? So, we do that, we move on to our next exercise, basic bridge. Right? Nice and simple. Forearms on the ground, elbows directly underneath your shoulders, and from there, feet out, back nice and straight. Alright? Basic bridge, nice and simple. We don't want to see any knees on the ground for this one. Now, I know in some of our other workouts we use this as a modifier if you can't hold that basic bridge, but considering that we are working in this one towards your limits and your breaking point, we're going to use that basic bridge every single time. If that means you can barely get through one round or you don't get through that first round at all, that's fine. Move on to the next one. You've got that gauge, that gauge setter that you can look at and work towards completing properly next time. Our next one, we've got sit-ups. Alright, so soles of the feet together. I'm going to touch the ground behind my head, come up, touch the ground in front of my feet. Come down, touch the ground behind my head, come up, touch the ground in front of my feet. Alright, so from there we've got seated corkscrew. So I'm going to brace myself here, sitting down. I'm going to have my legs out, legs straight, toes pointed, and you'll see I've got my feet just off the ground there. Alright, from there, this seated corkscrew is very similar to your simple knee tuck, where you bring your knees into your chest and crunch your body, but we're going to apply some twisting movements into that to incorporate the obliques into this. So you can see as I do this, I'm twisting my body as I do it, and I'm still crunching my body into my knees. So it's not just bringing my knees into my chest and crunching my body at the same time. Right? So for the next one, we've got V-sit holds. So very easy, legs nice and straight, toes pointed. I keep my feet off the ground, and I sit back, creating a nice V shape with my body. Simple, easy to do. Right? For the intermediate level, from that V-sit hold, I'm just going to create scissors with my legs, just crisscrossing in and out. It's a little bit more dynamic. Right? And then for the advanced level, we've got the scissor V-sit-up. So very dynamic movement. We're involving that same position as the scissor V-sit, but now I'm going to be going down and up at the same time. Right? Just like a normal sit-up. And then for our last exercise, we've got the sit-up elbow rotations for 10 reps or 5 per side. So I'm going to plant my feet on the ground here, start down low, I've got my arms up, I do my normal sit-up, and from there, as I come up, elbow comes across, and I rotate my body. Go back down, sit up, elbow comes across, rotate my body. So I'm getting top-down movement, and I'm also getting rotation to work on those obliques again. Alright? So, like we said at the start, this extinction training works in the sense that you do those reps or that time scheme and you get 10 seconds rest, and you keep repeating that same exercise until you fail at that exercise. You either can't do it for 45 seconds or you can't reach that rep scheme, and then you move straight on to the next exercise. So for our first one, leg raise, candlesticks, dragon flags, obviously the moment your legs touch the ground, that's going to count as a failure. For the bridge, the moment you either collapse or you find yourself breaking that straight line, that form there, whether that be by lifting your hips up into the air or allowing them to droop down, that's going to count as a failure as well. Right? Sit-ups, that's a very vague one. Right? You'll be able to tell when you can't get any more when you come up and you go straight back down. Right? Or if you're down at the bottom and it takes you more than 1, 2 to start that next sit-up. It's got to be nice, fluid motion. Once that fluid motion is broken, that's going to count as a failure. See, the corkscrews, very simple, very easy to tell. Again, the moment my legs touch the ground in that seated corkscrew, that is when that counts as the failure. Right? The V-sit hold, scissor V-sit up. Again, we're from that V-sit hold position. It's very simple to tell when that's failed, when your legs touch the ground. Right? And then for the sit-up elbow rotations, just like with your basic sit-ups, you know you've failed when you're trying to come up and you either can't get up, or if it takes you more than 2 seconds to start from that bottom position. It's got to be nice, fluid motion, up and through, right? Now these exercises might seem easy enough when you do them by your own, but once you've got them through, all the way through, I guarantee you it will definitely be a good workout for yourself, regardless of your abdominal strength and your fitness level. So I've got lovely old man John here today with me to do another ab workout, so we'll see how he does. Before we get started, we've got one more thing to keep in mind as well. We've given you those basic, intermediate and advanced levels for some of those exercises. Whichever one you start with, that's the one you're going to stick with from start to finish. So if you start on dragon flags or candlesticks, you stick to dragon flags or candlesticks for the entirety of that extinction round until you can't get that exercise out anymore. So whenever you're ready, John, off you go. How was that, John?
Yeah, awesome.
So you can see even someone like John, who's had plenty of experience in training in martial arts and with his fitness, you still reach that breaking point regardless of what your fitness level is. So whether you've got a beginning level of fitness, an intermediate level of fitness, or an advanced level of fitness, this ab workout will make sure that you get that good sense of workout every single time that you do it, so long as you're making sure you're keeping yourself accountable with the reps that you're doing and the time frames that you're doing, and keeping yourself accountable for when you know when that failure is coming up. Alright, so good work, John. Alright, guys, keep training hard. I hope you guys are doing well. We'll see you guys next time. Awesome.